How's it going, YouTube? This is Matty Ice of the Stone Family, bringing you into another episode of our Madden Franchise League, trying to make the Atlanta Falcons look good. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm going to tweet out the stream real quick and things like that, so if you can just hang out for 1 second. Kids are still asleep and everything like that, so hopefully we can get a decent stream in. Just trying to finish out putting it on some Discords, and then I could jump right into a game. Looks like we got the Panthers this week, so hopefully we can slow down that running back. Season is going pretty well. The stats don't look good, but we are 3-1, so I'm not going to complain too much about the stats. I'm sure the players will, if the game's got it set up to do that, which I think it does, because Julio Jones was complaining about his stats earlier. Yo, what's up, Kai the Evisaur? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping in. I'm just tweeting out the stream real quick, putting it on some Discords, and then I'll be ready to go. I'm gonna jump right into this game against the Panthers. But I hope you're doing well today. Alright, that should be good. Should be good to go. So let's jump into this game. I just woke up. I'm good. But yeah, just woke up. Waiting for my kids to get up so I can get them some food and things like that. Well, they can get their own food, but basically just to spend the day with them. Probably gonna be doing some shiny hunting later today too with them on stream. Well, I'm considering it. We'll see how that goes. But we are 10 subscribers away from 200 subscribers. If we could reach that goal today, that would be amazing. Because we're trying to reach it before February 7th, so that we can be gaining 50 subs a month.
It's week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, that's fine, Kai. I appreciate you swinging in for however long you can stay. You don't have to stay long. Any support is good support. And I hope you enjoy spending the day with your brother.
And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today,
but anyone that's here, please leave a like on the stream. Subscribe if you haven't. Like I said, we are trying to reach 200. Any of that's, all of that's appreciated more than I can say.
Now leading out the Panthers offense, a new man in charge for 2020, a member of the Saints the last couple of years. It's Teddy Bridgewater.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to
and hopefully this is the game that gets us on track as far as like stats go.
To start out here, 2nd and 11
at the 24-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll get
He's got loads of Lego and
26.
jigsaws, which he wants me to help him with, so going to be lurking with stream in the background for watching hours. Hey, I appreciate that. It is so much more appreciated than I can ever put into words. I know I say I appreciate it a lot, and I sound like a broken record when I talk to people, but that's really all I know how to say is that I appreciate it, because I really do.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this.
Yo, what's up, Smoke? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you stopping in, my guy. Yeah, we're going to try to make the Falcons look good. I mean, we are sitting at 3-1. It's looking good right now early in the season, but you know how things can change.
They were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football.
Good little return there.
And make sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Here come the Falcons, and at the helm, their starting quarterback since the day he was drafted back in 2008. Their all-time leading passer.
Yeah, 3-1's a better start than what they had in real life in the season that I'm playing. Because in the real season, they started 0-5. So I've already turned around their whole season's turned around thanks to me.
Good for 15 and a first down.
Get used to that, folks. The Falcons are going to look number 11's way early and often, and he's onto the stat sheet already on the first play from scrimmage.
Boy,
I hit the wrong button.
That first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play.
Ooh, that should have been picked. I'm glad it wasn't.
Nearly an interception here on their opening drive. instead, third down.
Third down and 11.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
God, they touched. Yeah, I used to create players back in the day. I haven't tried it on this one yet. Literally got this game like a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and played 2 games, no 3 games off stream, and then started making these streams.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive.
Good morning, bud.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves.
It's morning. You can be up. Don't wake them up, though.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Falcons say they have it, they do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
You ever play something even though you hate it?
Yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory. You get into
I cannot throw the ball. I can't figure this out for some reason. I'm not gonna stop. I'm over it. I got to figure out how to throw the ball in this game because it's a lot different than it used to be. God dang it.
Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I love playing as wide receiver, but in the game they never pass it to you. So I ended up making a QB. Also try calling audibles to throw it. Yeah, that's a good idea. And I like the quarterback position. It's my favorite position. That's why I'm going to figure out how to play this game. I keep messing up on the passes. I'm gonna figure it out.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up
You right. Did I run and play action? I didn't even realize if I did. Like I said, I'm getting aggravated with the game, and I just want to learn how to throw the ball a little better. But that's part of playing on all Madden as well. It's going to push you to a test.
And he's able to get this
I
one
can't hear you.
closer to midfield across the 45.
What, bud?
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do
Yeah,
with the
you
ground
can
game. They
practice.
ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he stopped immediately there. Mike Davis up from his linebacker spot. Deion Jones making the play. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Like choosing plays where the wide receiver moves to the line.
Down, McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35.
Before the play starts, this throws off defense and makes them fall behind. A little. This game is hard, so don't sweat it. Yeah. Well, it's better than some of the other ones they've made. This one's more old school, which I like.
2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield.
This one's more old school, but the passing is a lot different. Hey, you're shaking up my drink, bro.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Also, just to let y'all know, because I've noticed in the last couple of games that I've played, fumbling happens a lot. And I've literally turned fumble for the computer all the way down. So if I get fumbles now, that means I earned it.
If they manage to win the game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 23 carries, 59 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
Yes, bud.
Darren Lee there to get him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, we're gonna record one episode later, if I've got time. Okay.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's an interception. Whoa, he didn't catch it. Thank God.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case,
oh my God, I can't figure this out.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
It's pissing me off. I cannot figure out how to pass the ball, and it's literally taking me off. I'm sick of this. I'm not joking. I'm going to keep passing until I figure it out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I get mad at NBA 2K20, so I have to play it on easy. I've broken a few controllers trying to play on harder settings. Hey, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm not gonna quit. But you're right. I might just turn the level down. But I mean, I'm winning it on all. I'm still winning on all Madden. So I'm doing something right. It's just a matter of.
Bridgewater. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
It's just a matter of getting the base controls down.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers first down.
Might just have to sacrifice a game or two during the season to learn it.
Bridgewater to Moore.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
I used to break controllers all the time too, Smoke. So if I was you, I wouldn't stress too much about that. It changes as you get older.
Bridgewater now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
DJ Moore.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Panthers.
I'm not sure that was a first down,
To throw
but
Bridgewater into the hands of his receiver Anderson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get
It's
behind
funny, I
any
used to not be
defense.
good
What I
at
think is
the
underrated about his game
defensive part
is
of
his
these
toughness
games.
and his belief in
And now it
himself.
seems like my
Robbie
defense
Anderson
has
was
gotten
undrafted
better,
free agent who's turned
and
into
my
a
offense has
big-time
gotten
player in the
worse.
NFL. And now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
And the Panthers first down.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, the goal for this week was to hold Christian McCaffrey under 50 yards, and that's not happening.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
And it's third down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on. That is caught. It's
I figured that was
Anderson.
coming. First and 10, I like to pass it. That doesn't work. I usually do a run play on the
His second
outside.
touchdown on the
I like
season.
big drag
And the
routes.
Panthers have taken the lead.
I like going deep down.
4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single.
You're right.
catch in
First
this
downs
game.
are the most important. Work our way down the
It's a
field.
quick first down.
They've done an excellent job blanketing Julio Jones here in the first half. That's just his second catch. So as they head into halftime, the Falcons have to ask this question of themselves. How do we get the...
And that's caught inside the
That's what I've been looking for. That's what I've been looking for right there.
Before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That was a good deep ball.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I feel better.
A lot of times it's that first
Even
read
with that
you
incompletion
have.
right there, I
Maybe
still
you
feel
get
better. That
pre-snap,
put a
he
smile
locked
on
in
my
his
face.
target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And
He
it's
had it in his
incomplete.
hand. I hate
Much
that guy.
contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the red zone now, here's Ryan. on first down.
Wow.
And he'll be stopped shy of the 15.
Dadgummit, I threw it right to him.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually
That was my
thinking
fault.
points, no matter what, at worst,
I didn't
you're
let the
thinking
play
kicking the field
develop.
goal
I
and
threw the
getting
ball way
three.
too
We
early.
might look back
I
on
should have
this
gave
in
the
the
receiver
second
way
half and
more
say,
time.
Remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being
It's
brought
fine.
down.
It's going into
Second
half. We can get that back.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 23-yard
Well,
line.
this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So we come upon halftime. Intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's what I love about football games, is learning from your mistakes, learning where to do better. I've already learned a lot just in this game.
Underway on EA Sports.
Like when I was running with Matt Ryan earlier, I'm realizing that if you're running right and you continue to hold the right, it's going to throw it further right. That's why it was out of Julio's reach earlier.
Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
I'll take the 3 yards.
Respond positively here to start the third quarter. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Zach Kerr gets him for a loss.
It looks like they're running the same defense over and over.
Two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake.
They want to leave the tight end open. I will hit the tight end all day.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be pulled down.
Oh,
as
who's the flag?
Flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal.
I don't know how it is in this game, but
real estate given up.
there should be a way to throw it either in front or behind the receiver. Sometimes throwing behind when heavily defended will help. Yeah, I saw that earlier. When I threw the ball to Julio and the receiver was directly in front of him, and I've got to learn that.
From the shotgun, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
I could have swore he got in right there, but that's fine.
Ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volume.
Did he didn't catch that, though.
But it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And this is caught.
That better be pass interference.
It's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Yeah. We got lucky.
They're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right?
Wait, did that say
The
touchdown?
good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Oops, I didn't realize it said touchdown. I thought he dropped it, and I just accepted the.
Throwing again, Ryan. And this is
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
And we threw our way down the field. Look at that smoke. We threw our way down the field.
And that totally gets tight, doesn't it?
We figured it. We're figuring it out.
You're thinking running play.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'm just, like I said earlier, I'm trying to figure out the passing, so I plan on running the ball again. Just right now, I'm literally trying to figure out the passing. I'm willing to sacrifice a game or two just to figure the game out.
And that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Wow, wide open. How did that?
Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His second touchdown.
Where was the guy that was supposed to be on him? Because I only blitzed the defensive backs. Or the safeties.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And that makes it 14-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
I thought I could almost break that one.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now.
No, you're right.
Take over here.
Like I said, I plan on running it again. It's just I wanted to get. I wanted to try to get the.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this.
I wanted to try to figure out the passing game a little bit.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Oh my God! See, this is the problem. I can't do anything.
Just a loss of a yard.
This was the issue I've been having the last few games. Literally, I can't run the ball. I can't throw the ball. I don't know how I'm winning.
It's caught. Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them.
I sound like I probably sound like I'm angry and I'm complaining, but I'm actually having fun with it.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley.
He keeps jumping right, and I'm not pushing right at all, though.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career.
Maybe I have some stick to it. I hope not. That'll make me angry.
He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan. And boy, that one dropped drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. And right away, he'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Great
Sorry, I got quiet. They ticked me off a little bit. I got real focused.
Here's 2nd and 14.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation.
How is that possible?
It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 84 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe
oh, you good, Smokey? Ain't distracting me.
This one continues to go. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
For Carolina.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right.
Nobody's going to get open. Why don't the receivers move after they ran that route and they see me scrambling?
Bring up 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver. But a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It won't let me catch it as the player.
The Falcons on 3rd
I have to let the computer. It doesn't seem fair.
This is 3rd and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Falcons.
Because if I can control the player a little more, I can catch it.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game?
That's horse crap. Catch it. If you freaking have it in your hand, catch it. I hate that crap.
There in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know there's it's freaking stupid. Where's the controls? Aggressive catch, possession catch, triangle X. Okay.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Eric Berry there defensively.
To throw again is Ryan. And it falls incomplete.
Oh my God, I hate this game. I hate this game.
A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I hate football.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
That's horse crap.
Really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we
That's
know
horse
they're
crap. He
losing
was
this
past
year,
it when he caught
they
it.
can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
You say that about 2K, but you still play it.
Throw for Bridgewater.
I swear to God, how are we playing man-to-man? Someone should be on him at all
They get
times.
6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With a connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Okay, that's a start. That doesn't guarantee anything, but it's a start.
At the 40. He'll throw from the gun. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete.
Why won't he turn around and catch it is what I'm trying to figure out.
Instead, 2nd down.
It forces me to go right with freaking, or turn around with Gurley when I don't want to turn around with him when I'm trying to run the ball, but when I'm trying to catch the ball, it even let me turn around.
Play action, Ryan.
The controls on this are not consistent at all.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm trying. I know I sound like I'm complaining, but I'm telling you, the controls are not consistent.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Somebody move open!
Here as he's taken down. Brian Burns.
Just stand in one spot the whole freaking time. Yeah, that's gonna help the team, isn't it?
All I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive back. They covered well. Allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed.
I freaking hate this. Why can't?
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So with that, we
Is there a way to switch it to where the D-pad is how you move the players?
About Slim and none. Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Because I hate using the joystick to move the players.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run.
Exactly, Smoke. That's how it's feeling right now. Like I'm literally hitting a direction and the player doesn't go that way.
One they feel like they can block.
But alright, we lose to the Panthers. That's fine. We dropped to 3 and 2.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. 4 yards.
But I need to find out if there is a way to change it to the D-pad for freaking player control. Because if I want to go right, I can go right just by holding the D-pad.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3...
Alright, so let's see who we got next week. Let's get your pass protecting up. Yeah, we didn't stop him. Oh well. Alright, Vikings next. Hey, Dino Lover, appreciate you stopping in. Hope you're doing well on this fine morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you happen to be. Kai, the EV source sent you. I appreciate it, Kai. Just playing some football here. Trying to get to 200 subscribers on the channel. Probably getting more heated in this game than I should. Alright, I said I was gonna do the top 3 for each one. But I hope you're doing well today. Hope you're having a fabulous morning or afternoon, or like I said, wherever you happen to be. We found a fullback that could be drafted in the 2nd round. 2 of them. That's nice. I might consider that. Alright, so I'm actually going to be right back real quick. I want to go check on my kids and make sure they're good. I think 2 of them still asleep, but I think my oldest son wanted some food, so I'm going to help him get some food. So I will be right back. Family comes first, guys, so I'll be right back. If you want to hang out, I'd very much appreciate it. If not, I understand. People got things to do. But if you could hang out, I'll be back in probably about 5 minutes. Try to get him some food real quick. Aiden. You still want some food, buddy? Alrighty, I am back. He decided after some deliberation that he wanted some Pop-Tarts. So, got him a Pop-Tart. He's all good to go. And it looks like we're good to go on this game. I'm in class right now. Well, don't get in trouble watching me. I'm not worth it. But I do appreciate you swinging in, Dino. And Smoke, you're right. Family comes first. Absolutely. Alrighty. Now, what do we want to work on? Let's try to get that run game going again. 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. That's not terrible. I mean, the 5 interceptions are bad. Not what you want to see, but it is what it is at that point.
It's week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring.
We're not
this
having
one
a
out
terrible
as our first
season. We're not
drive
having
will
a
begin
great
at the
season.
25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their
They're going to run the
offense.
ball a
1,000
lot,
yard
aren't
rusher
they?
Year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
At the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. McCarron.
Get it off of me. There we go, a long sack.
Falcons get there for the sack.
He wants to keep dropping back. I'll take that.
Dante Fowler Jr.'s career has had some real twists and turns since being a first-round pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember, he hurt his knee and didn't even get to play his rookie season, and has finally found his way in the league. Last year in Los Angeles.
And now look at this. Big game, but fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
Yes! Yes!
It's a scoop and score for the Falcons.
Scoop and score, baby.
Touchdown.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive
Had to break that tackle, but hey, we got it in there. That's how you start a game right there.
Try forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now this will make it into the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
Let's stick with the same defensive formation that worked for us the first time.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. He'll get this to Ward. 30!
How are we getting beat like that when I have it set to man-to-man?
His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score
Basically 0-0 again.
answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
On the return, here's Hall. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
There we go. Let's get that ground game going.
At the 44.
Let's get that ground game going. I like picking in plays like this better.
By Todd Gurley, we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season
of
his career.
This.
And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Gurley.
I said go left, Gurley.
Only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Standard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, he completes it to Julio Jones. And this is going to turn into another first.
All right, I can see the plays better this way. It lets me know what I'm going for.
The numbers for Julio in last week's effort. 8 catches, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he's got a man.
Now we're cooking with fire. Now we're cooking with gas. This is starting to look better.
Third down conversion.
First down, Atlanta.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down.
We don't have a quarterback for option.
For them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's able to break out.
That's fine. Nice little. Oh, Gurley, no. What happened?
Oh, boy, this isn't what you want to see. That's Todd Gurley, folks. Down on the field still. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
God, how did he jump that route?
To the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Falcons 10.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
They're on 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll have a first. Now look at this. Big game, but fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, CD, that's the second time this happened.
Kicked me off right there.
Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Come on. We gotta stop him.
With a 2nd and 6. Man open down the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 7-yard.
Freaking just cover your man.
Play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
I'm the Falcons.
They'll run with Cook, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain.
They'll try again here from the
Hey,
7
little
on
guy.
2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard
Morning.
line.
How'd you sleep? All night?
Shotgun snap from McCarron. And that one got tense, got threw everything off. It
Did
brings
you
up
sleep
3rd.
well?
Intended for great.
About a
Yeah.
half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Now 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun here, McCarron.
God dang it, they got a touchdown.
Touchdown to Minnesota. Greg Ward with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And
All
the
right,
Vikings
we're gonna have
are
to
gonna retake the lead.
We're gonna have to figure something out with this
So they've
offense.
had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
Bubba, go with you.
Game plan where you decide to force feed or feature
Help him get a
something,
Pop-Tart.
and it works. First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until his defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
Yo, what's up, Smoke?
And
Welcome
after the
back.
field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a nice run right there by Gurley.
First down.
36-yard line.
And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted
We
him
can
coming
keep
out
doing
because of
this.
the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Let's do some play action now that we got him.
Hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run.
Guys.
But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to turn into another first down. As
Smoke, you can do it. Hey, I appreciate the support, bud.
That one goes for
We're trying.
24 yards.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, And this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there. And not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
Second and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed.
Oh my God.
He often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll wind up losing
The offensive line does.
And just like that, it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Moved to Florida to get away from the cold.
Now it's Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard.
What do we do here?
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made
I figured
a
out.
bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might have a
God dang it! Go straight. I'm pushing straight.
Might have even lost a yard.
Not left, not right, straight.
To get it past the line. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him.
Yo, what's up, Naruto Shadow? Hope you're doing well. I can't stand the cold. Like, if it's cold, like, if it's cold without wind, I'm okay with that. But if it's cold and windy, I can't handle that. I can't do cold and windy.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I can't do cold and windy.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett. He's the
You were homeless
culprit,
in Boston? I hope things have truly turned around for you, bud. I really do.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack.
Calm down.
To be done. Another try after the first down sack. McCarron. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Oh my God, this team is picking me off.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down.
Yeah, the sack doesn't matter if we can't stop him the second time.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. McCarron. Complete. Jefferson the target. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
You live in California. We live in
The evidence is once again presented.
South Carolina.
He was such a top target at LSU, and Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's been a lot of people call a natural pass catcher.
That was 2014. Yeah. Well, I'm happy you're doing better.
Go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. To throw, McCarron.
Oh my God.
Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. And looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust
I live in the drought and always on fire state. Well, you're not wrong.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Alright, so I haven't had a deep pass go for a touchdown all season, but we got to go for it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
That's enough.
And the last drive, they were
Oh, sit on the floor with that.
Not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go on?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And now this throw incomplete.
Oh, well.
And that is how this first half will come to an end. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Jump right into the second half, see if we can maybe stop this team once.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play.
Hey, I appreciate the support.
Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your
God, if one of these guys would just catch a ball, I think we'd be okay.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the
Leave him
ball
alone.
off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Ryan, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be
What the
intercepted.
freaking crap? I hate. I'm so. I can't figure this out. I truly don't know what to do because I just can't figure it out.
To accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Yo, what's up, Jeff? Yeah, I woke up right before I started the stream. Literally woke up, told the wife, hope she has a good day at work, and then jumped on.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. Anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever.
This is getting ridiculous.
Defensive back that covers passes.
I think what I'm going to do is do some practice games off screen and try to get better at this.
Have him on the move on 1st down. Now Cook. This will be a Vikings 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
11 more.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace.
But right now it looks like we're going to drop to 3-3 on the season, which isn't terrible.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards.
Yo, you stream Smoke? I didn't know that.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
What?
That catch good for 5.
Go
It's
play.
3rd down.
3rd and 2.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Hey Jeff, can you grab, if you know how, if you're still here, can you grab, Smoke Smoke, what's your Twitch channel's name? Is it the same? Because I want to try to grab your link.
Now listen, now no kick from 50 plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he
guys, y'all gotta play together, okay?
to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers.
Good! He would go up to catch the ball when I try to catch it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I hit the catch button and the guy doesn't even jump or anything.
Into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I had the tight end wide open, hit triangle to catch it, and he didn't go to catch it. He didn't even move. He didn't jump or nothing.
When you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, Park.
And he loses the football a second time.
Dalvin Cook on the carry.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball.
I know I sound like I'm getting angry, but it's getting ridiculous that every time I go to catch the ball, the receiver won't even jump.
And picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there.
I'm not sure to let you drop the link in, Smoke, but I'll look it up. Typhlosion's Flame. I'll look it up afterwards.
It's McCarron looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Cardell Allen with a pick.
Sweet baby.
And timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
When you throw it as often as Matt Ryan does, you're going to face some pressure.
Well, the stream's been fun. I will say the stream's been fun. The game itself might not be fun, but the stream has been absolutely a blast. The game is actually just pissing me the heck off.
When I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
See, the receivers aren't even trying to catch it. He literally ran under it and just let it hit his helmet. I don't know what's going on.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that loss week at the hands of Seattle. They start the drive with Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier. He's brought down by Deion Jones.
I'm going to practice off screen so that I can bring good games. I don't have to win, but I got to get better. I'm okay with losing, but I'm not okay with the game not letting me do what I'm trying to do. You got to be kidding me. See, even right there, I tried to tackle. It wouldn't jump for the tackle. Yeah, I got a PS4.
Career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is
It's whatever. I'm over this.
ahead of time that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And they'll get him down right around the 25.
I'm playing on my wife's gamer tag, and
now the Falcons offense gets
I'm not sure exactly what it is, to be honest with you. I think it's Atomic Blonde.
On paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not.
Nobody will get open.
Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
This is really ticking me off. I mean, I know I sound like I'm complaining a lot. Watching the defense or the offensive receivers, no one is getting open. Period. Point blank.
Now the second down throw on target, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down, and quickly they get to the line.
And the Falcons first down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it.
That is the first deep ball game we have gotten all year.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
I screenshotted your gamer tag. I'll ask, because she's smarter than me. She knows how to run the PlayStation. I will ask her to add you later if she would.
The team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the
McCarron on first down. That's complete to Ward. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Okay.
When you see zone
I'll make sure she knows that when she adds it.
As your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on second down. McCarron. Caught up, and the Falcons grab it.
Oh my God.
And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Number 28. Touchdown, Atlanta.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Going for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Their lead
now I'm
back down to
nervous.
1 score
I want to win this.
Touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. McCarron over the middle, completes this to Ward. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Yeah, we got to stop him.
To start the drive out by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Calvin Cook calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
As y'all can see, I'm not the greatest player in the world.
Now McCarron. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
God Dang it! None of them would hit. Whatever.
Two touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
Really? Y'all gonna flap your wings? Okay.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seems like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Falcons ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls.
Catch the... Go up for the ball. I don't get it. I don't get why they're not going up for the ball when I press catch ball.
Hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're down 2 scores.
Okay, there's nothing I can do. I'm over this.
Back into this one, that was one way to try and get it done.
Because it's not doing what I tell it to do.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really...
Whatever, it's like Falcons in real life.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could.
You gotta hold it instead of pressing it. I'll try that next time.
And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Falcons say they have what they do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
Oh my God.
And that should do it. Hooked up by Mike Hughes.
This is...
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Give them a couple on the carry there.
I'm going to do some practice games off screen.
Probability another run here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game.
I think that's probably my best bet so that I can get used to some of these controls. Because they're definitely a little bit different than what I'm used to. I haven't played in years. Except for these streams. And I haven't had a good actual game since I started playing again. I used to play on all Madden all the time, and there was never an issue.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Get good, you right.
And he's able to pick up the first down.
You're right, get good. That's all I gotta do, get good.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
The 26-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
There we go. Game over.
At the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Yeah, I'll get the hang of it. Like I said, I'm going to do some practice games off stream. Maybe what I'll do is practice on a lower level and get the hang of how to actually throw the ball in this one, because it's way different. But I'll figure it out. I ain't going to stress too much. I ain't going to give up either. I enjoy football too much. Even though I sounded like I'm angry, I had fun. Had fun talking to y'all in the chat, but I'm gonna get through this week, and then I've already found somebody to raid, so we're gonna get ready for a raid. I just want to finish up this week so that when next week starts, all I gotta do is get good. You're right, Jeff. I agree 100%. I gotta get good. And to get good, practice is key. Alright, we got some upgrades, so the team's getting a little bit better, even though we had 2 losses. Practice. Every time an offensive lineman pops up, I'm going for pass protection. You ain't kidding, Cook won't be denied. Cook was killing us. Alright, we look good on everything else, so let's get to next week. Running back's frustrated. Alright, we'll get you involved. 12 touches. We can do that. Alright, we got Detroit next time I go live, guys. We can do that. We can beat Detroit. Let's get the scouting out of the way. I want to make it to where next time we legitimately just jump right into a match or a game. Alright, I'm gonna scout 5 receivers. Let's look at some tight ends. And then next time we go live with this, we'll literally be able to jump straight into the game. Nothing left to do but jump straight into the game for this week. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Go check it out. Dragon Dance 05 is shiny hunting Rayquaza, and it looks like he's also doing some battles against viewers. Go show him some love. Hit him with that hashtag StoneFam raid. And I want to thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you for the support on these streams. And hope you all have it. I put Raph. Y'all see that? StoneFam raid. But I hope you all have a great day, and until next time, we hope to see you back here later.